Happy New Year from our home to yours. 2025, we made it. And
We made it. We
we made it,
survived.
we survived. 2025 is what I've heard is the year for twin flames.
Mhm.
And how beautiful is that? And so, yeah, this is your New Year's reading, 2025 twin flame reading. This is just like a overview of the year of what, you know, predictions or where the energy's going, and we're just simply going to share what we feel. We've already pre-shuffled the cards and just go from there. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to get us started?
Yes, I do. So I pulled out the trusty astrology cards just to see kind of like the what we're working with and maybe even where the things are gonna happen, right?
Mhm.
So Uranus or Uranus.
Uranus.
Well, you can these TikTok people they
We're
say
starting off with
Uranus.
Uranus. Oh,
Yeah.
Uranus.
Uranus.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the card of like sudden change and abrupt and maybe even like a bit shocking.
Hmm.
Yeah, sudden change, but of course that always leads to, light bulb moments and,
Mm-hmm.
good things. So yeah, so I pulled two more cards from this deck just to kind of like see. So the moon is the next one. So I feel like something is happening behind the scenes, so to speak. Like the moon is kind of like your emotions, kind of like, in the background working. But the 12th house, right? So that's also something that's hidden. Um, yeah, so it feels like with this Uranus that we're gonna have things are gonna come to light. This abrupt change or this sudden change or awakening is gonna bring forth what has been hidden, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But that's always a good thing. So
Mm-hmm.
whether we like it or not, and
Mm-hmm.
it's okay, right? And recently Pluto went into Aquarius, so there's a lot of changes there too with that. So I feel like bring it on. I feel like we're always going, always something massive transformation, some changes, and
That's the journey.
it's like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
just another day.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's hidden is going to come to light, and yeah, it's kind of have to with this energy here, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So it might seem like a lot, but it's all gonna turn out really well. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, whatever you've had your intentions and focus set on, it's a very good sign that it's going to pop, come to
Mhm.
fruition over the year in the next, coming months. So it's going to be a beautiful year.
Mhm.
And also, doesn't it break down to a number nine? Isn't
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a number nine year, which means, well, we probably know a little bit more about what number nine means, but what does it mean?
Endings.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
endings.
Yeah.
Hmm. But with endings come beginnings.
Exactly, right.
Beginnings are always
And
beautiful.
sometimes you gotta have a bit of like a rude awakening to
Shake you up a
reveal.
bit.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you of the Tower card, right? Like,
Hmm.
and breaking away all that's not for you or
Yeah.
it's not serving you anymore. So it's all good things. Might feel like a rude awakening, but
Hmm.
it's fine. It's fine.
Hmm.
Just take a breath and you'll be good.
Right. And if you're, here for Twin Flame Union, well, then we'll get right into those cards. But here we have number one, which I find that funny because we were just talking about the number nine, and then we have the number one, and it's, yeah, a kindred partnership. You see your twin flames there, and there's a rainbow in the background with a lighthouse. And I just feel like it's just or it's confirmation of what we were saying is that 2025 is a year for harmonious twin flame unions, and it really feels like love is in the air and your hard work is paying off. And that's how it was for us. Speaking back to this card again, is we were just like diligently doing our inner work, and then harmonious union was just like bam, it just manifested in our reality, and we are like, wow, when you least expect it, it just happens for you. All
Yeah.
right, let's move into the next card, which is ascended masters upside down. What do you get from this, Adam?
I feel like there's you might have felt like a lack of support, especially coming into this new year and what's
Hmm.
going on, and but it's just a feeling basically. So we can't support is always there. We're the ones who kind of like turned away from it in
Right.
whatever way you want to say it. So
Hmm.
the moment you choose your support, it's going to be there.
Hmm.
So it's going to be important, in the coming days and weeks to really claim your support and really be present with that and see, yeah,
Hmm.
what's going to be presented.
Yeah, I know that I might have said this in another video before, but I feel like where people get tripped up in twin flame union is if you look at the keyword union, union is togetherness, right? Union is it's with all. And so sometimes and I've did this too, I see people on their twin flame journey attempting to figure it out by themselves or just tapping into many different resources and attempting to achieve what they desire to achieve, but on their own. But automatically, if you're doing that, you know there's something a bit wonky, a bit misaligned there because union is togetherness. And that means not just with your twin flame, that means with all. And so in order to cultivate twin flame union, you've got to have relationships with people that are encouraging and supporting you along your journey. And so yeah, if you are one of those, that you've kind of like turned your back on your support unknowingly. Sometimes it's just a pattern that we're playing out and we don't understand what's going on. Well, this is just bringing that awareness. So throughout the year, it's an opportunity for you to claim your support with like-minded individuals that are walking the same path as you because you we heal as one. Like union consciousness is with all things. And so you're not separate from the all, you're meant to be with the all. So I really feel like this year is really, or even if you already have support, maybe you're growing and expanding in your support because as you come into twin flame union, harmonious union, you actually need more support. You grow in your support. And that support can come in, people, relationships. It can come in, wealth and abundance, your home, your foundation. It can come in an abundant, variety of ways. Did you want to say something there? Felt like you wanted to add something. Felt like you
Well,
had.
what do you feel comes first?
What do you mean?
If you're channeling for the collective, what would they need to be on the lookout for?
What would they need to be on the lookout for?
Mm.
Well, can you like narrow your question down a little bit? Because that's very broad. So, yeah, what do you mean exactly?
Well, I feel like for some people, like you've been calling in like support in terms of like finances, money, and there's going to be like a solution coming into that.
Uh,
That's what it feels like at
mhm.
first. So yeah, let's just be on the lookout for that and see what comes up there. But
Right.
yeah. Mhm.
So I feel like kind of what's coming up here is that when you are claiming what it is that you desire, opportunities, we're talking about this in our group today, opportunities will be presented to you because those opportunities are steps to you creating what it is that you desire to have in your reality. So whatever you're calling in, in terms of support, or your twin flame union, make sure that you're taking those opportunities that come your way. And rather than looking at it like, but that's not what I wanted, well, it may not be the thing that you wanted, but it's the thing that's leading you to what you do want. And you can't take the steps after without taking the one that's presented to you first.
Yeah, and this could be related to the sudden change, right? Like there could
Mm-hmm.
be like a little bit of a rude awakening, and there's like, well, I don't want that, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it's going to lead to good things.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
exactly. Okay. Yeah, so the next card we have is number five, consciousness, a consciousness of lack. Interesting.
Yeah, but this is where, we gotta have boundaries because like, I feel like everyone has been healing this for a long time, like getting out of poverty consciousness.
Mhm.
But yeah, we really gotta put a boundary up to it now and really, you know. What number is that
Number
again?
two.
Two,
Oh, I'm sorry, number
five.
five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so changes. So yeah, so there has to be a change. And I felt like these two went together, the last card in this
Right. I wanted to
session.
say something to this
Okay.
one too. Like, oftentimes when we hear the word poverty, we instantly think of money. But poverty is also like in your twin flame union. Poverty is a mindset. And so let's say if you're thinking, well, this is great and all, guys, but that's not going to happen for me, poverty, right? Or this reading sounds really good, and I understand it's the year of harmonious twin flame unions, but not for me. I'm not worthy of it, or I'm not good enough, or I've not done enough. Poverty, right? That negative mindset, that's poverty. And
Mhm.
you can see, like, if this person would just turn around, there's like a massive heart full of abundance, full of emotion, just sitting there, wait, like look at the scenery around them. It's beautiful, but they're just like turned away from their good and they're looking down. That's poverty, right? It's choosing to see the truth that you are abundant and having those like union consciousness thoughts, right? Choosing the truth that you're one with your abundance, you're one with your twin flame, you're one with all of your good, and keeping your focus and attention on that mindset.
Yeah, so it's a
Hmm.
call to be on the lookout for those opportunities to see those things.
Yep.
Like you'll be presented, probably in the coming weeks, it feels like there'll be something popping up there. So
Hmm.
be on the lookout and how you feel about it, and
Hmm.
yeah, make sure you switch the thoughts if you're having negative,
Hmm.
feelings or thoughts about it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, the last card, status quo, or the last card of these cards anyway. Yeah, so I feel like this just means like it's gonna feel like when these things come up, like, sudden change, and you have these like, conscious that you don't feel supported, but it's you're gonna maybe you can think back on this reading. You
Hmm.
are not stuck ever. So keep that in mind as you move through these things that are coming up for you, that you are not stuck, and you keep walking. There's light
Yeah.
at the end of the tunnel there.
Yeah, you're never stuck. The next step is always in front of you. It's just sometimes you may not want to address the next step. Right. Well, like we can get into this pattern of avoiding the next step. And let's say if you're in physical separation from your twin flame and you don't like that, and you're like, but I want to be with them, together with them. Well, you don't need to wait. Like there's nothing being withheld from you. It's just you acknowledging, well, how do you feel that you're not physically with them yet? And in that feeling, that's an opportunity to love yourself because that love attracts them into your physical life. Yeah, so know that once again, this is a yearly reading. And so you can come back in even 6 months from now, and things probably would have passed, or maybe they're on the brink of coming to be for you. But you can reference to this reading all year long. I mean, do you have any other words of wisdom here?
No, that's it.
No, we
Yeah.
have what are these? Like angel guidance for the year or
Just some, general advice, reevaluate your priorities. Yeah, so get clear on what it is you want, and you're gonna have plenty of opportunities coming up. It feels like it's just gonna be like, rapid movement with this coming
Mhm.
in. What's going on? Do I want this? Do I not want that? So this feels like very much presenting the
Mhm.
energy coming up here. So yeah,
Yeah.
get clear.
Yeah, also too, like get clear on your year's goals. Like, what do you desire to achieve this year? Write it down, set your intentions on it, move towards it, and if you don't feel like I don't want any goals, I don't want to achieve it, well, that's the next thing to look at, right? Because that's not true to who you are as a divine being. You actually desire a lot, and you are worthy of having everything that you desire.
Mhm.
Hmm.
All right, last card, change tracks. And it feels like just there's going to be a lot of crossroads. That's what it feels like. You're going to have to make choices. So yeah, this is why you have to get clear on what's important to you so you
Mhm.
can um take the, right route when you come up to these like crossroads. But even if you're like keep hanging on to the past a little bit, it's okay. You're gonna have another opportunity, it feels like. But yeah, be on the lookout for that.
Mhm.
Be aware of these crossroads coming up.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So with the overview of the reading, like, do you have any encouraging words or any other insights for this year?
Just, hang on and it's gonna be a wild ride, it feels like, but it's good. It's gonna shake up some things and I feel like it's good.
Yeah.
So just yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a great year.
Hmm.
I don't know why. It's just my intuition. I feel like it's going to be a great year for everyone. And yeah, there's
Hmm.
always going to be challenges, bumps, and things that we're going to hit along the way. But it just feels like the overarching energy is very positive and a lot of forward movement for everyone. It's good stuff.
So,
All right. So happy New Year. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.